Hey guys, this is the Neverending Reader and I'm Brittany and welcome to my December book haul. So the first thing that I want to talk about my December book haul is a book that my dear friend Sophie sent to me. I will link her channel down below, but she sent me a beautiful Christmas gift as well as my children. But the book she sent me, which was The Kiss Quotient, I read immediately and I loved it, and I ended up passing it on to my best friend in real life, and she read it 3 times already and passed it on to her sister, so I don't have it to show for you at the moment, but just know that I love Sophie with all my heart. I am super thankful, and hopefully that book will be coming home to my library soon. So the next book that I got was actually my book of the month pick, and it is An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. Spoiler alert for my TBR for this month. I am going to be reading this with Sophie, and we are both excited. I believe this is a psychological thriller, something to do with a psychologist, I believe. Dr. Shields, yeah. I love thrillers, and this is like fake October for Sophie and I, so I am very excited to be reading this. The rest of these books that I got that were not Christmas gifts were actually from my local thrift store, and they are all $1 a piece, I believe. So this is one of them, and it's called Gunslinger Girl by Lindsay Ellie. I believe this is like kind of a dystopian to where there's been like a second world war, and then like the West becomes the Wild West again, and so we have this girl on the cover. She looks like she means business, and so I just thought it might be interesting. So yeah, I am looking forward to getting to this one in the future. The next book that I picked up at the thrift store was The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. I don't know much about this, but I have been reading a book by the same author on my Kindle, and I kind of fell off and I'm not enjoying it as much as I was when I first started it, but I had been reading that book and I saw that she had this one at the thrift store, and I hadn't really heard of it before, so I thought I would pick it up and give it a shot. It seems like this is actually a pretty popular book, but nobody informed me, so yeah, hopefully this is as good as everybody says it is. The next book that I got at the thrift store was Little Bee by Chris Cleave. Honestly, I picked this up because of the cover and the title. I thought it was really cool, but it does say here on the back it's a story about 2 women whose lives collide, and one of them has to make a terrible choice, and then 2 years later they meet up, and I'm sure the story goes on from there. So yeah, this was a total cover buy for me, but hopefully it's good. I also picked up City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. I'm not going to go into detail about what this is. It's about demon hunters. Everybody's read these, including me. I read them a very long time ago, but Melanie from Mel to the Any, she actually has her own YouTube channel now. She was reading them and I was following her Instagram updates, and so I thought I really would like to reread these in 2019, so I've slowly been building up a collection of them. So yeah, I was pretty excited to find this for $1. I also grabbed The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. This is by the same authors as An Anonymous Girl, which I just showed, and I'm also going to be buddy reading this with Sophie. And this is like a psychological thriller as well, I'm assuming. So I don't like to know too much about thrillers before I read them because then I spoil everything for myself. So yeah, I'm actually going to be starting this in a couple hours with her, so I am very excited. I think I got cut off there by my camera, but the next book that I got was The Princess Diaries by Carrie Fisher. I've never watched Star Wars, and I really want to, because literally only because Carrie Fisher really intrigues me. She's like pretty open about like mental illness, and she recently had passed away, and she just seemed like a really badass bitch, and so I thought I would pick this up, and hopefully somebody someday forces me to watch the Star Wars movies, or I will literally probably never watch them. I also picked up from the thrift store Britt was Here by Frederick Bachman. I've kind of just been collecting up his books, and I didn't even read what this one was about. I just saw who the author was, and I thought I would pick it up because I've never ever heard any bad things about his work. So I think it's about a woman who, it says she's a fussy busybody and probably like realizes something about herself, or maybe it's deeper than that, but I picked it up nonetheless. And the last two thrift store books that I picked up were middle grade, and so I got The Doll in the Garden by Mary Downing Hahn. I'm collecting her stuff as well. I'm not going to explain it to you. The cover probably says it all. It's a ghost story about a haunted doll. And the last middle grade I picked up was The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster. I just recently heard about this book, and I've been hearing people call it like a classic, like a children's classic, and I thought that was pretty crazy because I had never heard about it my whole life. So I saw it at the thrift store, and I was like, obviously I need to educate myself if it's a classic children's book, and so I picked it up, and the cover is very, very cute. I was also loaned a book by my cousin, and that happened to be Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow. It is the book that Hamilton was based off of, the play, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, and I hope to start this soon. It is a chunker. She is a chunky girl, but I think it's like 700 pages. I really want to read it, and I hope it's not dull, but yeah, hopefully I can read this soon and return it back to my cousin, who I'm sure also would really like to read it soon as well. And last up, I got some books from my dad for Christmas, and it is the Hogwarts Library. This is so cute, and then they have the editions of the Tales of Beetle the Bard, which looks absolutely beautiful. And then we have Quidditch Through the Ages. I love that cover. And lastly, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I do have some editions of these, but not these, and nothing as beautiful as all these. So I am super thankful to my dad who found them. He just knows I love Harry Potter, and so he got on Amazon and typed in Harry Potter, and this is what popped up. So thank you to my dad and Amazon. And the last thing that I'm going to show today is not actually a book, it is a planner, and I actually purchased this for myself with my own Christmas money. This is a happy planner, and I just wanted you guys to know that it existed. I got it for 20 bucks, and this is on Amazon, by the way, and it has a monthly spread, as you can tell, and then it also has weekly spreads. And if you are a planner gal like I am, then that would probably be useful for you, as it is cheap. It is kind of like the Erin Condren, and most importantly, it's cheap. And then I also went ahead and grabbed a few sticker packs for the planner. So here I have a seasonal one, and it's like just got some seasonal stickers to use inside the planner so that your weeks look fun and not super stressful. So yeah, I just thought if anybody didn't know about Happy Planner out there, it is an affordable way to plan your life and make it look cute. So yeah, that is it for my December book haul. Let me know if you've read anything that I showed or want to read anything. And yeah, that's it. If you want to talk to me, my social media will be linked below. Thank you. Bye.